Okay, so with the ongoing lockdown, which we have no idea on how long it would last, in my previous video, I encouraged you to pick up a Rubik's Cube and learn how to solve it to develop one of the most exciting skills. We have learned how to solve the centers of a 5x5x5 Rubik's Cube. If you have missed the video, then you can go check it out on my channel, or you can find the link in the top right of your screen or in the description. Please don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to this channel, as it takes a lot of efforts to make these videos. Your help is immensely appreciated. Now back to the video, which is the second and the last part of learning to solve a 5x5x5 Professor's Cube, solving the edges. Now that the centers are made, the next step is to solve the edges. So while solving the edges, let's just randomly select one piece like this. I have a yellow and a green. I see a yellow and a green here too. So I'll bring them together like this. I will try to find another yellow and green. I have one right here, but this is supposed to come here. So I will exchange this side. Now make sure that don't just do a move like this to bring this up here, because the centers would then disorient. So instead, just flip this whole side like this. So we have the yellow and green on the top like this. So I'll just exchange this side like this. So I have a yellow and a green edge piece combined like this. Although you can see that these centers are destroyed, but you can actually fix them up. So I'll exchange this created edge piece with some junk piece up here. I can see that there is a white and a green combination already prepared. So I'll just exchange this side with this side like this. Take this up, bring this side to that original place, and bring them down like this. So now I'll try to find the third white and green piece. So now this white and green piece is on the bottom side like this. So I'll either exchange this side or this side. I'll take a right, I'll take a up, I'll take a right inverse, I'll take an up inverse, I'll take a front inverse, take a up and a front like this. So this way I have the white and green on the top, and these centers, the arrangement of blue, green and orange, red and green have not been disturbed. So I'll try to take this side right here like this, and there you go. Another edge piece is created. So I'll flip this side with this edge because it already has two pieces created. So this kind of reduces my load. So I'll take a right, I'll take a up inverse, I'll take a right inverse, and that's it. Now you can see that the centers can actually be solved with just one move like this. I'd rather not solve it because I am more interested in solving the edge pieces. So I have a orange and a green piece to find. So the piece is right here. So I need to bring this piece right here. So whenever I have to bring a piece which is right here without disturbing any centers, is to take a up inverse, a front inverse, a up and a front. So this way the piece that was right here came right here. Now I'll just flip this side like this, and I have another edge piece. Now I'll exchange this edge piece with another junk edge piece. I'll go with this one. So I'll take a right, I'll take an up inverse, and then I'll take a right inverse. So what I am doing is I'm putting all the solved edge pieces on the white center side or the yellow center side, and I'm doing all the other edge creations on the middle side like this. Now we can see that there is a pair of red and yellow, and the third red and yellow is right here, which is on the lower side. So I'll just flip this side like this. And we have the red and yellow right here. We'll bring them together like this, and I'll just exchange this side with another junk piece. Let's go with this one. Now we can see that there's an orange and blue right here, and there's also an orange and blue right here. We'll try to bring them together, but we can see that they're actually not aligning together, which means that this piece is actually supposed to be here, not here. So I'll just move it to the other edge. I'll flip this edge like this, and I'll try to bring this edge piece right here like this. Now I have created these two blues and these two oranges. Now my next step would be to find the last blue and orange, which is right here. So in this particular case, I have to bring a sub edge piece from here to here. We learned how to bring a sub edge piece from here to here. Now we'll learn how to do it from here to here. It's a little more easier, which is to flip this side like this, bring this side like this, and bring this down like this. Now I have this blue and orange piece right here. I'll try to bring them together, and here you go. The blue and orange edge is created. So I'll exchange it with some other junk, which is this. So you can see that there's a blue and a yellow piece like this. So I'll try to solve this first. There is this third piece right here, which I will try to bring here. So in this particular case, I will flip this side like this. Now I'll bring this up, turn it around, and bring this back down. This way I have the yellow and blue like this. Match it with its edge piece, and I'll exchange it with a junk piece. Let's go with this one because I have two greens and reds already solved. So the next step is to bring these two pieces right there together. I can see that the green and red is right here and the green and red is right here. Now if I exchange, I can see that these sides right here do not actually match. So I'll just take them away like this, flip this side or this side. I'll go with this side like this. So this way the green and red have been flipped, and now I'll try to bring them together and they are solved. So I will exchange this side with another junk piece, probably this one like this. So I see that there's a blue and a red. There's a blue and a red right here, so I'll try to solve it like this. I'll exchange this side with this one on the white side like this. Now you can see that on my white side I have 4 edge pieces already solved, and on my yellow side I also have 4 edge pieces already solved. So we essentially have no junk pieces to actually exchange it with. So now we'll bring these corners back to its right place like this. There you go. So you can see that in all this chaos, the center pieces are actually not disturbed at all. This is because whatever move you make, you have to make sure that you exchange that particular solved line or solved edge with another junk edge and reverse whatever you did so that the centers are actually in its right place. So right now we have solved 4 edges right here and 4 edges right here. We need to solve these 4 edges also. So let's start with this red and white piece. I can see another red and white piece right here, but if I take them together, they actually don't match. So this red and white piece should not come here, but it should actually come here. So for this, what I'm going to do is take this side like this, bring them together, yes. Now I'll flip this side so my red goes here, and then I'll bring them back like this. So this way none of the centers are disturbed, and my red from here will go here. So the first step is to take the side you want to exchange with like this. Flip this side and bring this side back here like this, also solving the centers. We have the 2 red and white. Meanwhile, you can also see that these 2 sides are also solved. So we see that the third red and white is here, and we just flip this side like this, and we see that we have to bring this red and white here. So in this case, we'll again do the same thing. We'll take this side like this, flip this side like this, and bring them back to its original place. So now we have a white and red edge piece solved. So in the next step, we'll try to solve this side, this yellow and orange side with this yellow and orange. We'll try to bring it right here by exchanging it with this. You can see that this side is actually going to get destroyed, but it's okay. We'll flip this side and we'll bring this back to its original place like this. And there you go, another edge piece solved. So our next step is to solve these 2 sides. So in this particular case, I can see that this blue and white is actually not at its right place. It is supposed to be here, and this blue and white is supposed to come here. So I'll just try to bring this side here by taking this side like this. I'll flip this edge like this, and I'll bring this side back to its original place like this. So this way I have 2 whites and 2 blues like this, and 2 whites and 2 oranges like this. Now my next step is to bring this side right here. In this particular case, I will either flip this side or this side, any one of your choice. I will go ahead and I will flip this side like this. So in this particular case, I have to bring these two pieces right here. So I'll take this side like this. I'll flip this side. And I will take this side here like this. So for a few of you guys, this edge piece might actually be solved. But for the remaining, this is called as the edge parity. We can actually solve this side by the way we learned on how to solve the edge parity in the 4x4x4 cube. So here I'll treat as if the middle layer is stationary and it doesn't move. So here I will call this as the middle right layer, this as the middle left layer. So I'll take a middle right, and whenever I take a right, I take two tops like this, two ups. I take a middle left, I take two fronts like this, and I'll take a middle left up like this, and I'll take two fronts like this. This was my first part. The second part is to take this side twice like this, take an up, take it once up like this, take an up, take it down like this, and take another up. The next step is to flip this side like this and bring them back together. And look at that, this edge is solved along with the other edges. So till now, we have successfully solved the center pieces, the edge pieces. Now we are ready to solve this cube, like this cube. So this next part is a quick time lapse of solving 3x3 cube. Solve the orange cross like that. Then move on ahead to solve the orange corners. So if you want a detailed video on how to solve the first layer, the link will pop up on the top right of your screen right now. So you can go ahead and check that out. So moving on with the middle layer, solve this layer only when the first layer is done. So in this case, we will solve the edge pieces from top to its correct position in the middle layer. So the detailed video on this is also linked in the description along with the top right part of the screen. So solving the middle layer makes it look like a huge part of the cube is solved. So now we'll move on to the top layer. You can see that there is a L shape. So in this particular case, you'll see that there is no edge position parity like we saw in the 4x4x4 cube, where one of the top layers edge piece is actually flipped in odd numbers. So we are lucky in this particular case. Those edge parity cases only exist in even size. Then we'll go ahead to solve the red corners. Once the red corners are solved, you have to go ahead and position the corners in the right place. Once that is done, the last step is to match the edge pieces. In this particular case, we'll go in an anti-clockwise direction. And once this cube is solved, you're done. Now this cube looks like such a giant problem, but it gets easier when you break this huge problem into smaller problems. So this cube has the elements of a 3x3x3 cube and also of a 4x4x4. So you now know how to approach this cube. First, you have to solve the centers. Next, you have to go ahead and solve the edge pieces, and then you have to go ahead and solve it like a normal Rubik's cube. So as I said in the beginning, it's time to level up. You know how to solve this cube, you also know how to solve this cube, then it's time to go on this cube. The link to this cube will be in the description below. Now when we go up with some higher cubes, the movement actually becomes a little difficult because the pieces are actually a little delicate. That is mainly because there are so many tiny pieces. The machinery inside this is a little complicated. So please, whenever you buy this cube, solve it slowly. Don't just go ahead and so just take care of that. So now that you have made it to the end of the video, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and also like this video. Liking the video helps with the YouTube algorithm, and also leave down a comment on anything else that you would like me to do. And now we are ready to solve this cube. And now we are ready to solve this cube like now this cube looks like such a giant.
Don't you dare say that word.
But it gets easier. Huge problem. Giant problem. But it gets easier when you break this huge problem. But it gets easier when you break this huge Finally. You now know how to approach this problem. So you now know how to approach this cube. So you now know how to approach. So you now know how to approach this problem. This cube. Why are you saying problem? And then you have to solve it like a 3x3. So as I said in the beginning, don't sound this, listen.